Hello, I'm Elizakov, a divine transformation architect, and this is another episode of Insight Healing 10 minutes of insight and healing. Subscribe so you never miss a moment and share. So, this is part 11 of the 12 parts of the Organ Optimization series, and it's to go along with in May and June, I had the 6 weeks of the full spectrum organ healing, where all the 12 organ meridians were done with recordings of healings and talks. And then there was three lives. And I gotta tell you, first of all, you can still get the recordings of that, and you get the recordings for life. But somebody that was having an organ transplant failure. So after 11 months of the organ transplant, there were rejection symptoms. And she came, and the next day, first of all, because of all the chemo and not chemo, all the hospital therapies, her gut was hard and she had no appetite. The very next day, that hardness was gone. Her appetite was back and her organ was starting to feel better. Um, it doesn't need to be a private session to be profound, basically. But go ahead and sit or lay down and start to notice your breath. I'm already running an energy for cleansing and harmonizing your pericardium. So you probably already know from this series that the heart is the emperor of, all the organs are really there to take care of the heart. Well, the pericardium is the emperor's protector, the heart's devoted guardian and ambassador. So you may feel something in the center of your heart because it is the highest frequency chakra, meridian organ. So if you're feeling pain or a sensation, it just means it's healing. It's good. We want that. We want that. So just allow as the healing moves through and in. So the heart protector, whose sole purpose is to shield the emperor from harm, the pericardium intercepts emotional shocks, energetic disturbances before they can penetrate and disturb the heart. No pathogens can reach the heart directly, must first overwhelm the pericardium. It's a protector. It governs relationships, intimacy, and opening and closing of the heart. Pericardium governs the experience of intimacy and relational connection, decides who gets close to the heart and who does not. Healthy pericardium, the person warmly and authentically shows up as themselves, and most importantly, has healthy boundaries. Imbalance is chronic emotional armoring, hard to show up genuinely, longing for connection, but yet unable to fully connect with others, building walls to protect the heart, and lacking emotional boundaries. Person has no filter and allows everything and everyone to reach and overwhelm their heart. Just can you imagine the shock on the heart? So we're still cleansing and harmonizing our heart meridian. The open heart wisely with discernment, courage, allows, discerns the appropriate connection. The emotion of the pericardium is centered feeling is joy, grief, love, and longing. It governs deep connection, grief of separation, vulnerability, and when you have that longing, that's actually the pericardium. Relational trauma, betrayal, abandonment, loss of love, wounds, the pericardium, not the heart itself. So the pericardium takes the first hit. Pericardium takes the first hit. So we're still cleansing and harmonizing your pericardium, but go ahead and bring your awareness to your heart space. I'm gonna bring in the intention. You even bring your hands to your heart and repeat it 3 times out loud. I show up authentically with an open heart and healthy boundaries. I show up authentically with an open heart and healthy boundaries. I show up authentically with an open heart and healthy boundaries. Breathe out into every cell of your being. Exhale out the mouth anything that isn't. Beautiful. So now the cleansing and harmonizing is complete. You may feel like this, oof, it's intense. Because it's such a high frequency, you may feel pain for even up to an hour after this healing. And now it's going to stabilize your system with what we just did. Stabilize. Let me be quiet for a few minutes. So just breathe and allow. So rose quartz is coming through. Rose quartz, by the way, is actually your universal heart. It's the higher heart. The green emerald is actually the heart, but nowadays we just say everything. It is love. So rose quartz frequency is just coming through and further activating your divine universal heart. Start to deepen your breath. Start to bring your awareness to your body. Make cool movements. You do stretch. Take one more expansive breath and gently open up your eyes. I would love to know how this one was particularly. I think we all struggle with this. Unfortunately, there was trauma, abandonment, abuse, not feeling safe in the world. All of this, whether it's like another individual or whether it's like chaos, like war in your country, it all impacts your heart. And of course, the pericardium that's trying to protect you from the harm to the heart. Remember, you can still get the full spectrum organ healing series and really dive deep in healing all of you. Because remember, no organ works on its own. They all work together to help create a harmony, balance, and just enhancement in all areas of your life because they hold emotions, they hold beliefs, they hold traumas. And this healing, I've never seen anything like the series, like the full spectrum organ healing. But anyway. So much love and gratitude for each and every one of you. You can come back to this healing as often as you need, as often as you feel called. Just really tend to your emperor of your being, the heart. As always, much